Okay, so today I'm going to show you something. A friend of mine watched a video and thought it was really cool that this lady could make a beat and just keep adding stuff on and on to it. And while I don't think that it's a very effective way of making new music, it is possible in Reaper, and I'm going to show him how to do it. And I'm also going to show you some of the problems with it. So the first thing you have to do is you have to load up all the instruments you want. You don't have to do this first, but it's a good idea because otherwise you're just going to be listening to a loop over and over and over and over and over again while you're trying to find the next instrument that you want. So one of the downsides is you have to have a pretty good idea of what you want to make. Now in the video that he watched, she was actually playing someone else's song. It was just a cover. So there's preparation on her part, but not any real new musical ideas that she's bringing to the table. So first thing you've got to do is, after you load up your things, we've got a drum track and a bass track and just a simple synthesizer, is you want to arm your first track. Right click on the red dot and you're going to go to record, MIDI overdub, replace, MIDI overdub. Okay, this is not the default. The default is like this. Sorry. The default shows you as record input. Okay, so you have to go down here to MIDI overdub and you want it on MIDI overdub. If it's not on MIDI overdub, you're just going to keep making new takes. And what you want is to be able to lay down a beat and listen to it in real time while you're adding new stuff to it. And I think there's an easier way to do it, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you the way that she did it. So we've got this armed, we've got MIDI overdub, we're good to go. So next thing you're going to do is you're just going to select a section of the song that you want to keep repeating. So this is where our beat is going to loop. And down here you'll see that I have the repeat toggled on. So I don't have my keyboard or any other MIDI instruments hooked up right now, so we're going to open up the virtual MIDI keyboard. That allows me to use my physical keyboard as a MIDI keyboard, as you can see. So I'm just pushing the buttons on my keyboard. Alright, so let's start this off. You can hear that I have the click track on. I think that's important, seeing as how you want the beat to stick to the lines. So select your keyboard. Alright, now the next thing you're going to do is right click, built-in MIDI editor, open in new editor. Press Q and you're going to quantize it, so now you're nice and perfect. Okay, let's get out of there with escape. Sorry about the crackle on my sound card, I can't do anything about that. Let's turn it down just a little bit so you can hear what I'm saying. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is arm the bass module. And again, record MIDI overdub, we're good to go. Select this guy. And again, you're going to do the same thing. Alright, looks good. Alright, we got MIDI overdub. Now, this is not a terrible way to practice some new riff or some new melody that you want to lay down, but I don't think that it's the most effective way. Okay. And there you go. I mean, you can keep adding instruments until you're bored to tears. But again, when you're done, you're just going to have a single column with a bunch of different beats. And it's not a terrible way to do it, but I don't think it's particularly, it's not the most efficient way. So we'll go ahead and add something here, something new. How about Mr. Sputnik here? And sorry about the crackle on my sound card again. Now, did you see what happened there? It deleted what I was doing, and that's the biggest problem I have with this. You might come up with something really nice, but as soon as you get to the end, if you don't have your hand off that key, it's going to start again and overwrite what you just made. Okay? So, my recommendation would be to just loop something, make it, and use your MIDI editor and use your regular record features to make new music. Alright, so there you have it. That's how you make a nice little loop that just keeps building and building and building and building.